Hi everyone, welcome to FilmDirt. I thought I'd provide a little reaction to the Will Smith, Chris Rock altercation at the Oscars. Now, let's just start by saying that I'll be honest with you, I had no idea that the Oscars were actually on, and I had no idea that King Richard was ever a film. So it's good publicity. Now, I work for a company that does a lot of the publicity for several of the studios, both here in the UK and in the US. So we had let's say, a vested interest in what happened at the Oscars. Although we weren't the publicists working at this, thank God, I don't begrudge their job. But you can't really dispute what happened. I mean, we saw all the clips and they all came out uncensored. I'm not sure if they aired during the actual live transmission. As I'm sure you know, nothing is really live. It's usually about depending on the show, it's usually about 5 to 10 minute delay. If it's sports, there's usually no delay. But for shows like this where lots of people are talking, it's usually a delay in case someone goes mad or has a meltdown. You know, you've got to account for this and you've got to fill in. You've got to have your lead compare, in this case Chris Rock. He's got to be there and fill in as the host. And that's a daunting task if someone has a real meltdown. You know, you've got to hurry them up and get them off the stage. Especially when they're crying and or fighting in this case. So let's have a little bit of background on this specific clip. Like I said, I had no idea King Richard was actually a film. Even though I'm a film reviewer, I'm not part of the actual media juggernaut. So those of you regular viewers of my channel, you'll know that I just review whatever I like, when I like. I've got no system, I just like to review what I want to review. So here we've got a couple of jokes from Chris Rock towards Jada Pinkett Smith, who I believe is suffering from alopecia, and she shaved her head. I don't know if the jokes justify that reaction. So let's go ahead and watch the clip together again, and I'll provide my thoughts. Let's go.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win.
This isn't a funny enough joke, is it?
He's praying that Will
He can't
Smith
win.
wins. Like, please, Lord.
I like Chris Rock.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Ouch. Will Smith here is smiling. I'm just pausing it there. Will Smith is finding that joke funny, or is he just saving face? Jada isn't very pleased.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here.
Here he comes.
Richard. Oh, wow.
That's did he pull back? I think it was a slap. It wasn't
Will
a
Smith
punch.
just smacked the shit out of me.
Oh, that told him.
Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Oh, he's speechless.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's stop there. What do we think? As I take my headphones off to contemplate what I saw, I don't think it needed such a strong reaction. Personally, I don't know anyone suffering with alopecia in my immediate group of family and friends, although we have other conditions that I won't go into here. And if someone makes a joke, I don't know. It depends. It depends on the level of severity. I guess. Now, I know that feelings are high when someone you love is suffering. If I was lead publicist at this event, I would just rather it didn't happen at all. And I would brief everyone not to do this. That would be my preference. But it's happened, and you've got to decide just play it out. I think you've just got to accept it happened. And I heard that they actually had a serious discussion backstage as to removing Will Smith from the event, although he did pick up an award, so that gave him a chance to provide a speech, and he may have been briefed on making an apology. However, he did not apologise to Chris Rock. He did apologise to the Academy and his family and the King Richard family, you know, his film crew colleagues. And has it hurt the marketing and publicity for King Richard? Like I said before, personally, I'd never heard of the film. I wasn't following the movie at all, and it didn't come to my attention until it appeared at the Oscars. Now, the fact that it's won an award, or any award at any event, whether it's the Oscars or anything else, doesn't mean it's necessarily a good film. A lot of award-winning films aren't that good. Now, what we've got here is a situation where this event actually helped publicise the movie. So, that's good. As they say, any publicity is good publicity, whether good or bad. So, we've got to now look at whether we think this was staged. And I'll be honest, completely honest, and that's my own opinion and my professional opinion as well, I don't think it was staged. I don't think they arranged to make a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't think there was anything arranged prior. These two, Will Smith and Chris Rock, may not be friends or may just be casual acquaintances. But a comedian will say anything to get a reaction, and it's also about publicising the event, which has happened successfully now. In the search for getting any laugh out of the audience as possible, because Chris Rock is a real comedian, that's his job. You know, he's not just a personality or an entertainer, he's a comedian, and a very good one. I think I've always liked Chris Rock. So he's going to do as much as he can, much in the guise of Ricky Gervais, who always hits very close to the knuckle with his jokes at these types of events. I think they're all briefed that anything goes. Obviously that doesn't account for feelings being hurt and maybe some jokes getting a little bit too close to the knuckle. I don't think that's what Chris Rock's aim was. It's not bad-natured. Some will argue Ricky Gervais's jokes were bad-natured, maybe, and just deliberately cutting. But I don't think that was Chris Rock's aim here. I think it was just to get a laugh. And I think Will Smith reacted poorly. I've never really been a huge fan of Will Smith. He's had a little bit of an up and down record, hasn't he? He's been in a lot of movies that just haven't been that good. His career did need something. It needs a boost, and I don't think this was the kind of boost that he wanted or needed. He has been condemned by a lot of Hollywood, and I don't think he's been condemned enough. But you know, they're all friends and they're all trying to promote Hollywood as a brand. You know, you can't claim that Will Smith killed someone or called someone a bad word, you know, a really bad word that's completely out of order. He turned it around and claimed it was due to the struggle of his family and her condition, and that's fair enough. That's what he did. but I don't think it should have happened at all, and he didn't apologise to Chris Rock. Okay, let's see the rest of this clip and the apology.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
Fellow nominees gets an apology, and Chris Rock doesn't.
This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine light
winning
on all of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family.
Yeah, I think they've got an applause, haven't they?
Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
Okay, let's stop there again. Oh, let's be honest, that was a nice speech, and he's kind of forgiven, but I still maintain that it shouldn't have happened at all. So I don't think Chris Rock's joke was that bad to warrant that, and I think hitting someone, even though it was an open hand slap and it was pulled back, I think it was just a warning. I don't think that was the answer, and that's not how to promote a proper reaction to bullying. I don't think violence is the answer. I don't think it should have happened, and I'm probably with Chris Rock on this. That's my very basic opinion. I think they should have just let it go. I think they would have been briefed. Chris Rock is going to get any laugh by any means necessary, and just sit there and smile or glare or do whatever you need, but don't go up on stage and thump him. I think that's the best way of dealing with it. They say it's difficult to ignore bullying and that you shouldn't. Well, maybe you shouldn't. By confronting bullying like this is the way to stop it. If you're just sitting there ignoring it, smiling and nodding, bullying continues. But I don't think Chris Rock is a bully. I don't think he was bullying in this clip. It was just a joke. And let's be honest, it's not that funny a joke anyway. So I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it. That film, G.I. Jane, I hear wasn't great. I haven't seen it because I heard it wasn't great. And it's just not a funny joke that she is apparently doing a sequel to it just because she's got a shaved head. Thankfully, it's brought the Oscars to the public eye. I've heard a lot of cases online, a lot of commenters. Not only didn't they know the film existed, but that the Oscars themselves were actually happening tonight. At the end of the day, it's all good. If I was a publicist, I would say it's all good. We've got the brand out there. Even though it's bad publicity, the brand is out there. That is good. But I just rather wish that stepping onto the stage, hitting the comedian, shouldn't have happened at all. So I think Will Smith is the one in the wrong here, and everyone there was pretty embarrassed, and Chris Rock himself looked embarrassed and shocked. He stumbled on his words. He did get it all slapped out of him, didn't he? So as a parent, I don't condone this behaviour. Alright guys, well thanks for joining me for this little watch along. I just think it's all a storm in a teacup, as they say, and no, you don't hit people, kids. It's not the answer. I'll speak to you soon for another review. Take care.